2025 Winter School on Human Rights and Humanitarian Law was amazing. It was an invaluable experience with different facilitators in their areas of expertise, delivering information on a professional level. You couldn't just resist not to participate. We also had the Den of Unza, which is the University of Zambia. The academic engagement came in the form of sessions focusing on human rights monitoring mechanisms. Many thanks to the RAOUL Wallenberg Institute, the Sweden's Verge, and all the facilitators for a successful winter school.
None of it is real, but it's AI. So there could be a false video of people being tortured or something like that. You could say, I don't know, presidents are got here, murdering people, and actually a video of that, but it never actually happened. So maybe, falsifying the reality.
Thank you very much. So now we start. It's my turn. I'm still thinking if I should open or if I shouldn't. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your preliminary remarks. All I can say is that we are done with the presentation. It seems we're clear with the issues. I was actually connecting this presentation with what my colleagues presented on in the morning. If you check the program, there's someone who did ABCs of civil and political rights. Is that so? Mm-hmm. Exactly. So the first thing that I want to mention is that digital rights are human rights. Are we together there? Mm-hmm. So the same rights.
Hi everyone, I'm Karen Makanda from the University of Zimbabwe. We are right here at ZEGU for the 2024 to 2026 Winter School, and we just came from a very informative lesson on digital rights. So I'm just here to tell you guys that hashtag digital rights are human rights. Thank you.
One little child and you'll be late. Any questions? What question is the punishment?
On the first week, we're learning normally on the scope of human rights. Several lecturers were also giving us the interpretation of these rights, the applicability or practical enforcement of these rights. Also, we're learning that these rights are not absolute. These rights are prone to limitation, and they are prone to limitation by the law of general application and nationally the internal limitations, for instance, those second generation rights.
You have actually been discussing.
Is it Alan?
Yeah.
Now I go.
Okay.
get more salads.
Probably the last one.
Yeah.
Pick it, girl. You, if you have something, you have to pick it one.
Precious.
Okay. I'll imitate one person.
Two.
I can't imitate person.
Two. Like second. What else you dance?
So my name is
Okay, my highlight of like the whole thing were the chefs, Chef Enoch, and he was so welcoming, he was so attentive. There was a time we danced without music. And the next day he brought a speaker specifically for us, and he told us, and it was so nice. He taught us how to say thank you, and we taught him how to say good morning. He remembered our names, and each and every time he would come with the hype, Yeah. Also, Mr. Original was the person who came with the hype as well.
In such times of armed conflict in these countries, so we need to, we should continue being funded. And the other reason is the perpetual cycle of elections in Africa. They have an effect of violating human rights, like the electoral malpractice that happens of arresting opposition members and the likes. And the next one we have is the need for progressive realization of human rights, e.g. the continuous fight for the abolition of the death penalty. So we've noticed Zimbabwe, Zambia, and South Africa has done away with that, but we still have states that have not abolished the death penalty thing. For example, Kenya and Morocco. And we have seen that in Botswana and Egypt, they are actively executing. So those are the reasons we have some rally. So if you need more, you can come, because we have the multiple experience.
Overall, the RWI experience was super, super great, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to have learned about human rights in a space where they were just amazing, those students, and I got to even meet the Zambian kids. They were super, super nice, and the hosts were really friendly. So yeah, it was overall a really great experience, and I would recommend it to anyone who'd like to learn about human rights.
Yeah. I don't have much to say, but what I can say is ZEG was so nice. ZEG was a nice place to be. The lectures were so insightful, and my highlight is more on food. The food was so nice. The food was so delicious, and the chefs were so friendly. Another highlight is on Kangara Resort. Yeah, obviously the drinks, the cruising, drinking and cruising. Yeah, my most highlight.
About the winter school, I really liked the people. Everybody at the winter school was super, super nice. Got to meet some really interesting characters. I also enjoyed the lectures. I didn't really know that human rights were personalized to like there's a sector of human rights that's personalized to Africa in general, and not just the world overall. So that was really interesting to note how there's international human rights statutes, then African human rights statutes, and then obviously regional stuff like the Zimbabwean constitution. That was really, really, really dope. I also got to learn that, for each and every single minority group, there's a right for that human rights are inalienable. The simple fact that you're a human means you are supposed to have those rights, though it's quite difficult to enforce them. I liked some of the food that we had. We went out a couple of times. Lunch by Holiday Inn, that was super, super nice. The lunch at this other hotel. But anyway, some of the lunches were really good. Overall, the RWI experience was super, super great, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to have learned about human rights in a space where they were just amazing law students, and I got to even meet the Zambian kids. They were super, super nice, and the hosts were really friendly. So yeah, it was overall a really great experience, and I would recommend it to anyone who'd like to learn about human rights in a fun setting.
It's in secret. He's already he's exhausted. He's tired.
Michael. I'm not going to speak. So, and then Monday I leave back home. So good luck and all the best.
Right.
Alumni.
Guess what?
Let's go. Choose the arrow. Are you so good?
Yeah, let me pause.
You have the right to say it. You have the right to express your freedom, but you are not allowed to insult or incite public violence. Yeah,
What up?
What up? Chilling with the big rocks.
This looks like
Makafanano.
in sign language.
Yeah,